I believe we might be on now. If we are,
Perfect.
hello. We are. This is me. I'm Snowball. I'm playing
Conrad.
Lootbox Lyfe. I'm here indeed with Conrad, the developer of this game, which is
Hello.
amazing. Yeah, we're just gonna start this run right now. This game is about loot boxes. It's a Metroidvania, and it's got a lot of fun movement mechanics. That's basically all this game. We cannot move right now at the start. So we open this loot box by pressing spacebar a whole lot, and now we can move, as it says right there. But of course, it would be too easy if we could also jump. So we gotta go down here, grab this loot box, bam, bam, bam. And we can now jump. Awesome.
Gotta take that Metroidvania progression to the max.
Yeah, exactly. So now we immediately do the first trick of the game, which is resetting area, which puts you back to the checkpoint and keeps all your progress. And now we are into the first cutscene of the game. These are pretty long, so here I'm just gonna quickly explain. You might have seen in the menu a speedrun mode. The speedrun mode basically just puts a timer in the top right of the screen and gets rid of all these cutscenes and the coin animation, which you'll see in a few seconds here. It makes the game more streamlined for speedrunning. And it's actually required to get everyone on the leaderboard right now. There's not that many runs on the leaderboard, there's like 4 maybe, I'm not too sure. Yeah. Yeah, now we're going to go into the first dark world of the game, which is, it sounds really spooky, it is, but not really. And in this dark world we will get another power up. Can you guess what it is? It's wall jump, of course.
Can't have Metroidvania without a wall jump, so
Yeah.
I mean, why not, you know?
So now this is a pretty long dark world with not that much going on, so I guess I'll take this time to explain the unbounded coyote jump, as we call it. So you might know coyote jump from speedrunning, which is when you walk off a ledge, you get a few frames to jump even after walking off the ledge. However, in this case you get infinity frames to jump again. So like right there, I just jumped in midair. It's kind of like a double jump, but not really. You can kind of like store your jump. Right there I did the, as we call it now, the error button, which we came up with that name 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, we just call it the beep in our Discord. Yeah. It's just like, because it goes like meh.
Yeah, it goes like
so that's just what we call it.
It's
very useful.
Yeah, especially for the it's called masochist mode, I think, when you play with one heart and one checkpoint. Really? It's really useful there to like avoid any obstacles that you might be falling onto. It just sets your speed to 0 for a few frames. It's really useful.
It's not really applicable right now, but normally when you go into a dark world, you get rid of all your powers. So let's say we go to the next one. You won't have the wall jump in that one. And so that's where the arrow button normally comes in. That comes up when you can't use it. So
yeah,
you'll see that in
exactly.
the next.
I'm trying to skip, and I'm kind of, there we go. This is not intended, of course, but there was a different skip that was intended. So now we kind of skip one of the dark worlds, and we just get the power for free in the next loot box that's coming up.
Normally that would obviously not happen because you get a power up in the dark world, but I mean you gotta make this game speedrun friendly.
Of course,
That was my job.
The
so
original
I just put
skip
it there
was
for people like Snowball.
Yeah, it wasn't the original skip just like resetting area a few times so you get put it back up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just found a different way by accident, I guess. Alright, this is kind of tricky. I'll try to not talk during this. Whoops, let's try again. Ah, dang it. Okay, I need the health for this damage boost.
Yeah, this one's kind of tricky.
So you see me double jumping there in the air even though I don't have a double jump. I actually touched the wall there, which gave me like, it basically gave me the unbounded coyote jump, which lets me double jump in the air there. It makes it just barely possible to go into that like little corner there and then do it again to get over that arrow shooter. It saves like 1 second over the normal route. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, sorry. In terms of programming, the walls are kind of treated the same as the floor, not the ceiling though. So if you touch the floor or the wall, you're giving your jump back. So you can manipulate that and make use of the unbounded coyote jump that way.
Yeah. There's also... oh, yeah, go on.
Someone just asked why we're not playing in speedrun mode. Is there a specific reason?
There's a few reasons. First of all, I want to show how this game works in the, like, as you play it normally, which would not be in speedrun mode. Second of all, it puts a timer in the top right of the screen, which you kind of don't want, when there's already a timer in the bottom left of the screen. So it's kind of like, yeah, just because I want to show off the game and also because of that.
and this loot box breaking sequence isn't shown in speedrunning mode just to make everything quickly,
Yeah, exactly.
go more quickly, and we thought that it might be interesting to show off the spirit of the game that way.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And also, there's a cutscene skip right here. It's now gonna take that cutscene. If you don't go into that house, you just skip the cutscene.
Yeah,
Which
the
I don't know
trigger's
if
like
you intended it like that, but
yeah,
just how it
not
works.
really, but I mean it works out.
Oh, those blue spikes also insta-kill you? I just did that to show that, of course, not because I'm bad. Don't worry about it. Can you explain what this is, the apparange? Whatever it is. Why it's there? I think you might have roboted it. Oh no, did we lose him? I think we lost him. Rip. I guess it's just me now. Yeah, it's just me. Oh well. Yeah, so here we're going to go into Himmel's Fortress, as it's called, which I just found out like yesterday that it's called this. Here we're going to find the first directional arrow shooters. You won't see these much more, but here we have to make a little staircase, which is a lot trickier the first time around, but once you kind of, once you kind of have done this many times, you just know the timing. There you go.
Yeah, normally it appears in more places in the game, but since there's a bunch of skips, we don't see much of that.
Yeah. You go fast through the game, that's kind of how this works. Alright, we are coming up to the next power-up. I don't want to spoil it just yet, but it's really useful. You might be able to guess what it is. This is like a staple in every single Metroidvania kind of game. But first off, let me just reset area here, because you might have seen a rock to the right. There's like a mini auto-scroller, but if you reset area, they just disappear. You can just walk freely. Again, the reset area button is extremely useful in this game. Yeah, go on, sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, in the initial build of this game, when you hit the rocks, they just kind of like stay there and they push you back. But now since when they break, like when you touch them break, it facilitates this specific route. Although now that you brought a point, it's not too relevant, but just something I thought would be interesting to discuss.
There's one other point where it's actually relevant, which will come up soon enough. But yeah, we just got a double jump, which is the staple item, as I said. Now we just this is probably the hardest Dark World in the game, especially for the masochist mode. Again, which you have one heart and less checkpoints. But since
It's
I
almost
found,
like one decider.
yeah, it kind of is, because you can just mess up and lose a few seconds like that right there. I found this jump trick recently, which he said was not intended. You can just like barely jump over those.
Oh yeah, so when I was testing to make sure that it would be played as intended, I made it just that it would exactly not be possible to do that. But I guess I didn't test rigorously enough.
Didn't try hard enough.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm a scrub, so sorry about that.
Yeah. How many hours do you have in this game? Like only a few hundred?
Only, you know, I'm actually not sure because most of my playing I did not on the Steam version.
Oh, yeah,
but on
that's right.
Steam I have over 100. So
You know, I'll just do it again a few times. It is actually the hardest part of this level if you don't do this, but apparently I cannot do it anymore, so I'll just do it the normal way, sure. You can see that. I haven't done this in a long time. Oops. Wow, okay. Here we go. Oh, okay. Ah, dang it. Hey, you know what? Let's try this once more. Ah.
I mean, I was messing up a bit here, but it's actually super difficult. Like as I mentioned, I play this game so much, and I didn't even know that was possible until he pointed it out.
There we go. That is the hardest part of that level, so passing that is really nice. Especially in the hardcore mode, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, especially because if you die, you go like almost to the beginning of the level. So
Yeah, there's a
only...
one checkpoint in this area there.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Passing hardcore mode in this game is extremely difficult. It's not called hardcore mode for nothing.
Yeah, definitely not.
Alright, we are now out of the double jump Dark World, back into the normal world. You can actually exit this area back through the rocks by jumping over them. However, we need this warp that's coming up to the right here. Whoops, that's not supposed to happen. There you go. I don't need health, just damage boost for everything. There you go.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's
used... Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, I was just gonna say, if you play this in mask mode, which is like 1 heart, the run is much longer, not just because it's harder, but also because you can't damage boost through stuff like that.
Yeah. And it's also just, there's a few stuff that you, yeah, there's like a damage boost that, I guess I don't want to say at the end of the game, but it's close there. Which is basically impossible unless, like, it's not possible in the hardcore mode, of course. Yeah, it's already really
like,
hard in normal mode.
Yeah.
You will not see me do it because I'm doing 100%. It's not relevant there, luckily. Alright. We have now gotten the double jump. We've got 2 coins. I believe I didn't forget to get that one in the, like, divot, right? I don't think I did. Alright, here we go. Now we go back and we go up here. This is going to the area, one of the biggest areas in the game. It's called SEMA. And this is the bottom parts. So it's called, you know, SEMA bottom.
I've never guessed.
Crazy, right? Really creative naming process there. You can also see this on the map here. The SEMA is right there. There's a lot of stuff there. Don't worry about it.
Even less uncreative or more uncreative because SEMA means like peak in Spanish, so it's literally the bottom of the peak.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry about the uncreativity.
I mean, it's better than just calling it like Ice Mountain, you know?
Should have just called it that.
Yeah, that would have been real good. Okay. You get this warp. A lot of this is just getting warps right now and getting the loot boxes for the power-ups. And there's a coin down here that I will get right now. Perfect. Usually I miss that and then they fall down and I have to get back up.
If you fall down there, you go back to the ravine, which
Yeah.
is one of the beginning parts. So you have to do the whole SEMA again.
Yeah, you cannot climb back up if you fall down there too far. It's a bit risky to do it like the way I did, but you know, you gotta do it for the entertainment value in case it does go wrong.
Swag strats.
Yeah, here we get the most important upgrade in the game. We can now become a loot box. It looks really
Could have
cute.
never guessed.
But what does this mean? Well, I'll press the button right here, get ready. Bam! We can now become small. And this is useful because, look at that, we can warp. We can warp only from left to right, at least for now. And only with a specific setup, like this right here.
It's mostly because of like collision fixing. So in terms of like how the programming works, is that when you turn into big, it tries to shift your collision box back to where it should be. And the hitbox is a bit off center, so it doesn't work as it should. And that's why it warps you.
Yeah, and then for some reason, like if I do it here, I get stuck. Which is really nice, you have to reset area. It also does not work here. As you can see. Yeah, so you kind of gotta watch out. It seems real easy to abuse, but it's not. But then later on, we'll get some upgrade that will make this a lot stronger. We basically break the game.
To my dismay.
Yeah, well, you programmed it.
Yeah, I should have done it better. But it makes it really interesting.
Yeah.
It makes it more, like less linear, I guess, and it makes it more, makes it run more fluid in terms of how the run can progress through time.
So the 90% run, it used to be like, I think it was 38 when you first said it, at the game release.
Yeah.
And now it's 11 minutes, and like I think it's 50 seconds.
Just a bit faster.
Oh, I forgot to do a swag, I'm sorry. I was still into talking. And here we go. We are now climbing to the top of SEMA top. Which is of course another really creative... Oh, I need this actually. There we go. And up here we are only going to get one upgrade. But you might have seen these blue blocks, not the spikes. Those spikes are deadly. These blocks right here, those blue ones. Okay, you guess what I'm gonna do with those? I cannot see chat, but I can imagine someone's probably saying the right answer. You'll see it in a few
obviously
seconds.
phase through them and wear them as a hat, you know.
Yeah, no, you smashed them. I'm sorry. You're
Disappointing.
close though.
Too obvious.
Yeah. We smash the bricks. And we just take the damage here because we have 3 hearts. And there's only 2 ways to take damage there. Then even take the last one, which is pretty rare. Oops. Here you can see the instant acceleration in action. When you're I guess I never explained that. When you're smashing, when you're what's it called? Slamming. That's
Slamming, yeah.
When you're slamming and you hold down the down button or S, depending on your keyboard layout, it will just instantly make you turn directions, which is really useful in some cases, like right there.
And that's actually kind of completely new. So
yeah, it's only added
first time
just in this
seeing it.
build. Well, I should wait for those blocks next time. That's probably a good idea.
just maybe.
Oh god, okay. There we go. This is not hard. I just messed it up real bad. There you go. We're getting all these scrolls, by the way. We need these to finish the game. Except we can just clip through that, but that doesn't matter. This is 100%, so you have to get everything anyway. There's a coin, very hidden. And we just go down, we break the blocks. We go here. There's actually a slightly different route than I normally took. This is pretty new.
Actually, I haven't seen those.
Yeah, this is, I don't think I did this in my PB. It's just slightly different. I don't even know if it's faster, but it's nice. This gives me these 2 coins for free, instead of having to go out of my way to grab these.
Oh, right, and you go to the one below as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I reset area because that's slightly faster. We
That
got
is-
these micro optimizations, you know.
Yeah. Like with the reset area, I feel like you can do a lot.
Yeah. You gotta watch out though, because sometimes it is just slower, or you can press down one too many times and you exit the game,
Yeah,
which is really
it's
nice. I hope
definitely
I don't do that, because
No.
that'll be not disastrous, but it wouldn't be nice. All right, here we go. Another warp. There you go. We actually call that zipping. I don't know if I said that. But yeah, that's called zipping. We zip through the blocks. Again, only from left to right, not from right to left. That's not possible. We don't
Because
have
of
the
how-
technology for that yet.
Yeah. Hopefully never. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, there's one that you might know about that isn't really useful in any run yet, but it might be if you figure out how it works. But yeah, you can now dash, and this is when we start to kind of break the game.
Just kind of.
Just kind of, you'll see. First, I have to pass this without dying, which I did. Here we go, another one of these, but now with lasers. Oh, I'm stuck. That can still happen, turns out.
Oh, I actually didn't know that because I fixed
Yeah.
that in the latest build.
You did
and-
fix that. I haven't
Oh.
actually seen that happen until just now. I thought you actually, like, it was totally fixed, but it turns out no.
That's weird.
There we do a jump dash, or a dash jump, sorry. It's
Yeah,
just
so
kind of...
normally, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say that normally you can only go through lasers if you're in the air and dashing, but if you dash on the floor, which gives you a small boost, although noted not as big as the aerial dash, if you dash on the floor and then jump, you still have the state that allows you to go through the lasers, and so that's what allows you to do that. So it's kind of not frame perfect, but you have like 4 or 5 frames to do that.
Yeah, it is kind of tricky to do right, but it is really useful. I'm actually going to use it very soon again. I'm actually going to go back now, all the way back through Ravine and grab every single coin. Because we didn't get any of them. You can see on the map right here, it says 6 coins left in this area at the bottom. Right there. So we're gonna grab all 6 of them right now. And kind of not die. I'm doing risky strats here. Here's another one. There we go. Coin animation is like 3 seconds, which is over a run that has 54 coins. That's quite a bit of time.
Yeah, it makes a difference. In the speedrun mode, that doesn't happen, but
Yeah.
for the reasons that we explained before, we're not doing speedrun mode, so.
There we go. By the way, the fastest way to travel right now is by slamming and dashing at the same time, which you'll see right here. I have to make sure I don't die while doing that. And here's another coin. I actually used to go up here to get get this warp. However, I don't need it anymore because I do this new route. Again, I don't know if it's faster. We'll see. This is completely like, I just figured this route out just maybe yesterday or 2 days ago. So it's all just up in the air. If this is slower, then that's fine. I know it's at least fine to be underestimate.
Yeah, underestimate is definitely fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's still pretty long from now. How long are we on right now?
No, actually,
Right, it's 20 minutes.
Okay, yeah, we'll be fine. I think 20 minutes should be like 5 minutes underestimate at least. Unless I severely mess up, which can happen. I can like forget something and then have to go all the way back and figure out where I forgot it. That's a
Yeah,
classic.
Yeah, with the hats, you got hats in the game, and you got to get them all for 100%, and you buy them with the coins.
Yeah.
And so it's not uncommon to just straight up forget them. And you have to go back after you beat the final boss to get the hats.
I just went out of bounds.
Definitely do that.
Which is, you haven't seen this yet, but that's a DLC as we call it, which is the dash lootbox clipping. It's not an actual DLC in the game. We just call it
You know
DLC because, you know, the lootbox theme. We just dash and spam the lootbox button against the wall a lot of times, and it just puts us through. Like that.
And the way it works is that, so how we explained zipping before, is that it tries to shift your hurt box when you're inside of like a little hole when you're turning from big to small. And the dash actually puts you like 1 pixel inside the wall, and so it tries to like shift your hurt box into it to like fix that. And so that's why it happens. And I was like, should I fix it? And there's actually a way that's really easy to fix, but it seems to be really interesting for the speedrun. So I think it's better not to. So
It's really nice to have. It makes the any percent run, and also the free roam run really interesting. Because you can
yeah,
just
it makes
like
it more creative.
just sanic through the end of the game. Yeah, make sure not to die here, because this is I'm at 1 heart. Take it a little slow. I'm purposely not getting any checkpoints, so I can just warp back to the teleport point after getting all these coins. Should be 2 left, yes. This one is a little scary. Wait, 2, I know it should be 1 left, but which one am I missing now? Hold on. Am I stupid? Let's see. Do you know which one I'm missing? Because I don't know. Oh, I know, I know.
I'm trying to think.
It's the one down here. Yeah, this one. This one's easy to forget. It's just all the way out there.
Oh yeah.
Alright, now we're at 0 coins, yes. Okay, now we can go back to... No wait, we go back to the base. That's the wrong one. And we actually grab a hat. This is a time when we grab a hat. This is totally new. And these are not the hats that I want. Reroll
I don't
this.
think anybody. There's no like run on the leaderboard that uses hats before the end. So
Yeah.
this will be
There you go.
interesting.
This is the crown hat, and it lets you dash on the ground. There's only one use for this that I'm using. It's right after this. But after this, I'm just gonna keep it on because it looks nice. You know?
Swag strats.
Exactly. Gotta look royal. Alright, let's see if I can get this. Nice, okay. That was actually quite tricky. Because you cannot normally do that. I just did it twice, that's amazing. Did not expect to just get that twice. That's really
You don't
good.
have the crown hat. It's, like, it's insane. It's like
I just got that.
you gotta
That's
do
a
that,
swag,
like,
by the
billion
way.
times.
That was a swag I was practicing just before this.
Ooh, that's a cool one.
It actually works and based on the, like because dash sets your gravity to 0 for a bit. You can actually not get enough height normally doing a slam and a jump. You need to dash both at the slam and then dash at the jump. And it's really difficult to get that one. I'm surprised I just got that.
Interesting way, yeah.
Alright, here's another coin. There it is. Who doesn't want these coins? They're so nice and shiny.
Buy loot boxes with them, you know.
Yeah. There you go, there's another one. Actually, you don't buy loot boxes, you just buy hats. It's
Loot
kind of like
boxes with the
TF2,
hats.
but then better. Should be the last one in this area, yes. Now we go down there. The only purpose of this area down here is the warp to this area down here. Not exactly true, but there's spoilers, so I won't tell you.
Yeah, there's a lot of story-related stuff in this area.
Yeah, there's lore,
Which
but
if
there's
you
also
don't-
yeah. There's one thing that should count for 100%, but it doesn't. So that's nice. Come on now.
Yep.
There you go. That was actually a lot more forgiving if you don't have the hat on, because you can actually then dash while you're on the ground, even after you're dead. So you can still hit the level transition while dead.
Right.
Yeah, now, oh right, I should show this off. The stream is gonna hate this. What's this, chat? What is this?
Oof. Don't say it. Just show it and see if people get it.
I don't see chat, but I'm assuming people are probably gonna get that. It
hope
also
so.
says wow at the ceiling.
As you can see, I had a lot of fun mapping this level.
Yeah. Oh, dang it. I just let go of super speed. It's not smart. Oh, there you go. That sometimes happens. I don't think, yeah, okay. Just do the setup. There you go. That one spring is kind of tricky, but if you just go to the wall on the left, it will never jump, it will never bounce you off. So it's totally fine. Ah, dang it. There's a swag going over that checkpoint and not hitting it. However, I didn't get it. There's a lot of swag in this run that I'm doing. I like swag.
No.
Yeah, this area just go really fast, and this is how you're supposed to get past those blue spikes that I just dashed over. This is obviously way easier than dashing at perfect timings.
But yeah, if you have the crown hat, it makes it much easier to get past those blue spikes, and it also makes it you don't have to go back to the cave
Yeah.
to get the coins.
It is not like super easy. It is easier, but it's not.
It's easier than frame
It's not
perfect.
free. Here's another new skip that I found like last week.
Well, that's
Really
really
nice. It also makes it so that you just don't take hits there, instead of always being at 1 HP here and having to reset. That's a classic in runs. This coin actually hurts you, because the thing bounces on you no matter what.
Yeah, unless you have a special hat that nullifies that.
Yeah, or you're playing on speedrun mode.
True.
Alright, I have to go to, not base, to this place. There you go. You gotta do a swag here as well, which is not faster, unless you get it perfectly. Yeah, it's just nice to do. It's good practice to practice that warping. DLCing, that's what you call it. Alright, we are now going to go into falls, which is an area where you fall.
Who would have guessed?
Such a nice place. Oh, there you go. There's a good way to start that level.
As you can see now that Snowball has the super speed, he can combine that with the dash and the slam to have like some super
Yeah.
wave dash kind of thing.
It also sets your speed instantly, like normally you have to kind of wait a bit for the friction to catch up like this. And if you just dash, like this, it just puts your speed instantly to max. Yeah, here's the
Also,
wave dashing in
Yeah,
action.
the crown.
Yeah, doing that on the ground does require the crown. There's a coin right here. I'm not gonna get it. It's not necessary. The reason why is that it has the same coin ID as a different coin in this level. So if you
That is
pick,
because straight up I just forgot to change it.
yeah, you said you were like there. You had 55 coins placed, but you only 54 was 100%. And you were confused.
Yeah, I thought I was like, wait, am I not counting coin 0 or something like that? And turns out I just forgot to change the ID when I copy pasted the coin.
There's the duplicate coin. We now have the other coin as well.
So if you were to theoretically go back, that would no longer exist.
Yeah, I'm not going to because it takes a while, and I'm trying to go faster. This is another new skip.
I straight up never seen this. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of new skips that I found pretty recently that I've just been waiting to show off in this run. Because you know, why not? This is the perfect time. Oops.
Just like do a new skip in the middle of a live stream, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Could never go wrong.
It's a perfect swag.
And how else would you showcase a new skip?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know, right?
You could also just put it in the Discord, like put a video on it, but you know, that's boring.
Yeah, you gotta risk it all.
Speaking of Discord, by the way, this game has a very not super active Discord because there's not that many players. And a very nice community. You should totally join right now.
Yeah, it's pretty pretty great. A lot of speedrunners. Like the biggest subsection of the Discord are the speedrunners. So if you're into this game, that would be probably cool and useful.
Yeah. Even if you're not into this game, just stop by and say hello. We're all a nice bunch.
Yeah,
You guys seem
all
pretty
like
chill.
so.
There you go. By the way, I didn't explain this yet. We just got Gem Dash, which there's a few gems here. It's kind of hard to explain now because we already passed all of them. I kind of forgot to explain that. The green dash gives you back your dash, or the green gem, sorry, gives you back your dash in midair. The blue one yeets you up in the air. The pink one you just never want to hit because it puts you back down to the ground, which usually just puts you into like water and you die. And there's a, you will see it right here. This one lets you go through the wall like that. It's really nice. And these are not necessary to beat the game now because of the what's it called? DLCing. I'm gonna get.
So there's
coins now,
always
by
a
the
way to like skip into the wall.
I just accidentally got this hat. This is the only hat you have to wait to pick up.
Mostly because of a programming error.
Yeah. I've been hearing a lot of those recently.
Yep. I wonder who did those.
Yeah. There's only one person, I believe.
Yep, a shame.
Oh well. Oh, can you explain this cutscene? This one's really long and I have no idea what's
Okay,
going
so this is really So the story of this game is kind of weird, and I'm sorry for that, but I think it's kind of cool. So it's about loot boxes, right? If you couldn't have guessed from the title of the game. And what happened is you've got this bad guy, and he wanted to just like kill everybody as any bad guy wants to. And clearly he thought that the best way of doing that was through making everybody addicted to loot boxes. You know, the most sensible way. And once everybody's addicted to loot boxes, obviously they can't buy any food, and then they die of starvation. And so if you ever see any corpses on the ground, then those people are probably addicted to loot boxes and couldn't eat. So
That's really dark, man.
I know, right?
Yeah, just gonna get the last few hats. You have to restart the shop to get hats because they disappear after you pick them up. I should have
Yeah,
all
you
of them
get
now.
3 random ones.
Yeah. But if you just go and if you're not trying to get a specific hat, then you can just do that. Alright. Now we have to go back into back into Sema top again. And we grab all the coins and we get the last power up of the game. Which you'll see soon enough. It's I don't want to say it's useful because it's not really,
Yeah,
honestly.
you can go the whole game without it.
Yeah. No, except there's like the few like double barriers that you
Ah,
weren't supposed to be able to skip, but then
Yeah.
we found the dash jumping.
So this game is really underdeveloped, and there's like new stuff being discovered all the time.
Yeah. This game came out like, what is it, 1 or 2 months ago?
Yeah, 1 month ago, a bit over a month ago in like a week.
Yeah, so there's still a lot of stuff to be found. I'm sure this is like, this run is gonna go down at least 10 more minutes in like the next month or so. I would not be surprised at all if you find some amazing new glitches.
Yeah, literally day 1, DLCing was discovered, so
Yeah,
it's very easy as you can see.
kind of by accident, because I just spammed some keys against the wall and it put me through for some reason.
As one does when they get a new game.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to skip the ending, you know? That was like the holy grail at that point. And then I just pressed some buttons and it worked and I was like, what the heck? Yeah, now I just do that. It's real fast. You'll see that soon enough after I get all these coins and we get to the final like area of the game, which is the shadow layer as it says there. It looks really small, but I promise you it's definitely the biggest area in the game. Oh no. I think I'm gonna fall. Yep.
Yeah, this one's kind of tricky.
There we go. Yeah, nice. You gotta go here. This is actually right next to the Brick Smash loot box that we got. But we don't go there because there's nothing else for us to get there. And we climb up like this because that's faster. And I didn't want to take damage there, so now it's kind of risky here. It should be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Have to take damage there. No, I'm at 1 heart. Leap of faith. Nope, that's what I thought. Oh, don't go there, that's the wrong way. Honestly, I should not do that strat, but I just like doing it every time. Just in case I do get it once and I know the setup finally.
Oof.
I should probably
Yeah, if you
actually
go
try to
right,
find
you
the setup.
damn it.
I don't know why I'm going here. There we go. A little risky. But we've done it. We are now into... what's this area called again? Ruins. That's the one. I always think this is false, but then I know it's not false, because in false you fall, and in ruins you don't fall. Here we're gonna do the river skip. This one is classic. There you go. It's really
So
nice.
normally you have to go like all around the top floating islands and stuff, but you can just do that.
It's real fast. And actually on this side it's slightly more difficult, because the river is a little wider. There's 2 sides to ruins, and both sides you can enter and get the exact same area. It's like a mirror, but then on this side it's slightly bigger for some reason. Yeah, here's the last upgrade. We can now dash twice. We just reset area to get back here. And we can dash twice, as it says on the tin. You can actually dash 3 times like that. This area is probably like the second hardest, if not the other, like top contender for hardest Dark World in the game.
Yeah,
Especially for
double jump.
Yeah, especially for masochist mode. This one is, whoops, like especially that jump right there is kind of tricky. Oh, reset area to get the gems back, because otherwise you gotta wait. There we go. There are a few skips here that I'm not gonna do because they're extremely risky. And there's this. Ah, dang it. That's not how you do that. No, just wait. Alright, fine. I'll do the normal way. There you go. Now we get an eye instead of a scroll. What's this mean? What is the relevance of the eye? Can you explain this?
Well, I want to make it clear that you're near the end of the game, so I'm just like, yeah, what if I make it an eye, you know?
Yeah. There's no like a lore reason of like it's an eye because, you know, it's like the eye of the shadow person or something.
Sure. I mean, it's up to interpretation, you know, it's like any good book.
That's fair.
You can just think what it is.
There you go. Now we just skip this entire section by clipping out of bounds and right back in bounds on the other side. Yeah, as you can see, it's like mirrors.
Messes up everything.
Okay, let's see. I should be at 40, yes. So now I can go to, wait, I'm not, yes, I'm supposed to be at 40 because I have to go here. I always thought I just missed 4 coins somewhere, but no, I just forgot to go here. I'll do that now. You know, it's just collecting coins and 2 syringes, I believe. Which are also collectibles for 100%. Don't worry about what they represent. It's,
They changed your color.
yeah.
Let's just say that. Yeah.
I could have put a bit war in to change the color, but it's too late now. Oh wait, I didn't get the checkpoint. That's a risk of resetting area when you're not sure if you got the checkpoint. I tried to save a second there and now I lost like more than 10 probably. Oh, did I just bounce off a spike?
I think there's like a little lip where there's no spike there, or no like collision box.
That is really
And
lucky.
so that's what happened. It's like 2 or 3 pixels wide.
And this one's a little annoying. There you go. That green gem is like, it doesn't give you your dash back, it also stops you from dashing. So if you mistime that, you just fall to the ground. Alright, we are now at 44, that's correct. I got all the hats, I believe. So now we are into garden. Yeah, so we are at 90%, that should be correct. Here we are going to get 6 more coins, I think 7? Yeah, 7.
There's a lot in garden. I think it's the area that has the most.
Might be, yeah. I'm going to take your route, by the way, that you, whoops, that you suggested, because it seems to be the fastest.
Oh, which is that?
It's the one where you go up here and then go left to right. Oh, I forgot this one. I always forget this one for some reason. Whoops. As you can see, those blue spikes go instantly, by the way. I haven't shown that one in a while, so I just wanted to show it again.
Yeah,
It's
just
totally intentional.
reiteration. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I had forgotten until you showed me.
What time are we at, by the way? Just for, just curious.
We're currently 39 minutes.
Oh, okay. If I can get in this hole, that should be fine. There we go. Why is that hole so annoying to get in? One in
that's
the...
It's one of the ones that I didn't. So like initially the holes were just like almost the exact same size of like the loot box, and I made them all bigger. But that's one of the ones that I forgot to make bigger when I changed it
okay.
into data. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know the one in the loot box area is nice. At the end is nice and big.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we are on schedule to get all the coins. There we go. Just climbing up. Oh. Don't forget to get this checkpoint. It's really important. And also, it's important to not get any other checkpoint until I get all the coins.
Yeah, to reset area, because when you reset area, you get sent to your previous checkpoint.
I'm using that a lot in this run. It's really useful. Here's another zip. There you go. It's a tiny zip. It's not really that fast, but it's fast enough.
It's a quarter of a second.
Yeah, something like that. Because I also haven't really shown off the loot box, the super speed loot box. I guess I shouldn't have done it right there, because now I gotta go all the way back. That was not the best idea. Alright, I'll take this route this time. There you go, now you can see it. If you go super speed and then turn into a loot box, you keep the super speed, which is kind of nice. There's a few places to use that. Alright, here we go. Don't fall into the water this time. And now I gotta make sure I don't hit the checkpoint that's up here. This one is a killer. There we go. And this should be the last coin of garden. Yep, 1 coin left.
Last
0
of all,
coins
right?
left. Oh, right, I got the checkpoint. I'm stupid. Okay. Don't mind me, just being bad. Losing like a minute just because I grabbed the checkpoint. It's fine, there's a decent route back.
It's not as bad as if you got the one that's later on.
Yeah, it would have still been a lot slower. And 96%, that should be correct. There's a secret syringe here, and this is really hidden. And then
Yeah,
there's
it's
a
the one
coin
that
here.
also, like, basically everybody misses until they try to, like, go into the Discord and ask around.
It's so easy to miss. Also, that coin right there is really easy to miss. And this one
Yeah.
right here is also easy to miss. Honestly,
Everything. Yeah,
in
when
this
it
area,
starts.
yeah, you cannot see anything. So you just gotta know where they are. Oh, I should take that checkpoint, but I'm living life on the edge. Let's go. Ah, perfect. Alright.
Close.
That should be 100% as soon as we level transition. Which we'll do right now. Yes, alright. We are good to go. Here's a little swag.
Nice.
Start the ending cutscene and just go out. Now we just
Normally
warp.
that spins around.
We just warp through the entire final section, basically. Here we go, there's another one. This is supposed to be a really long section with lots of puzzles. Because you might have noticed there's this guy following me. He's actually taking the exact moves that I am.
It's kind of like in Celeste, you've got Battle Line. It's like basically the exact same thing as that.
Yeah. So you gotta be fast, and there's a few puzzles that revolve around doing that correctly. But do we just skip all of it by doing this?
Yeah, there's a lot of warps in this area.
Yeah. There you go. Please. Thank you. And now we get nothing. We don't get the egg because we just skip over it. It's faster. Unless I mess it up, which I did there. Whatever. Still probably faster. Alright. This is where the banger music starts. I wish I could show more of this music. The music in this game, by the way, shoutouts. I don't know, who was the guy who made the music?
Yeah, so his name is Chemo. If you go to Area Disconnect on Twitter, that's his handle, and he's got his own game, which is also Metroidvania. So if you like this one and you like the music, then I think you should check that out.
Absolutely. This is an absolute banger. I wish I didn't have to talk over it, and I also wish I didn't go so fast so you can actually hear it.
Speedrun problems, too fast to listen to the music.
I guess to hear this actual banger go off, you're gonna have to play the game. I'm sorry. It's a good game, so I would recommend it. It's only $5 on Steam, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh well,
$5.
that's a good death.
And then £3.99, I think.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend this. It's such a fun game. It's like a kind of a bite-sized Metroidvania kind of game. With really fun movement. Lots of speedrun mechanics. There we go. This is almost at the end of the game.
Yeah, real close now.
Yeah. And the banger's about to start. It's about to drop. I'll still let the music play us out here. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's a banger. And there's a diamond loot box. And
Nice.
time. Sorry, I forgot to mention time is coming up. That's time. Yeah, that's Lootbox Lyfe. It's a really fun game. Shoutouts to the community. It's a really fun community on Discord. You should come to the Discord. It's really nice. And yeah, shoutouts to all my friends watching, of course. I don't know if there was any donations. Sorry, I didn't give you any opportunities.
That's fine. I'd have interrupted you. There's any kind of mention,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean, I was just enthralled watching. That looks like a really fun game.
It really is. It's such a nice game. Yeah. If you
Yeah,
got any
if only I was
shoutouts,
stuck
Conrad?
inside for a long period of time, probably have a chance to play a new game.
Yeah,
Cool. Are you timed, by the way? It was 44:42.
Oh, let's skip the cutscene, the credits here. This is the final screen. Yeah, Conrad, if you got any more shoutouts,
Yeah, I mean, I
No,
shout out Kimo, the musician, Dulkin, the artist, and yeah, if you're interested in the game, then Lootbox Lyfe with a Y. I mean, it's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
thank you for having us.
Great stuff. All right. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, thanks a lot, Snowball. Thanks, Conrad. Yeah, great game, great run, and great commentary. This is my final game as your host for this evening. I will be handing it over to the delightful Eyed God after intermission. So coming up next, we will have Braid. So I will see you guys, or Eyed God will see you guys after intermission. Oh, someone says in chat you should shout out at Conrad's biggest fan.
I'm shouting out Conrad's biggest fan.
I'm also
Oh.
shouting out Conrad's
Conrad
biggest
is.
fan.
Yeah.
Hopefully that made it in there before the cutoff. Yeah, it did.
Nice.
Anyway,
Awesome.
intermission.
I'll wait for the sign to cut off stream.